And then you get multiple solutions as you go through, so you can kind of
I
figure out what
inferred
you
that
think
he
about
broke
it.
into
She
the
could be
wizard
redder,
thing.
she's eager and she's smart, clever.
It's yes.
Yes, because you can.
Divide or multiply.
New Jersey State Department of Education adopted the Common Core State Standards in 2010 to help ensure that every student, regardless of their zip code, is receiving a high-quality education aligned to post-secondary success. So if you look at it like that, the state says, here's where we want everyone to know, here's where we want every child to achieve. But it's really up to you. It's up to the individual district, and it's up to the teachers in the classrooms to implement the standards in a way that makes sense for their students.
While it doesn't connect to our document, it does connect with the time period.
What did you guys find out about this? What are you finding out about?
We are attempting to teach history solely through documents. So the kids, it's not so much about lecture and things like that. We're using these documents so the kids can analyze them and use textual evidence to kind of find out what was happening beforehand.
It's no longer just sit and raise your hands or let's do a worksheet or go from the workbook. I love the Common Core Standards because it's a hands-on approach with the students, and I make sure that everybody understands what's being taught.
They actually are excelling with the new way that we're teaching. It's cross-curricular. Every single subject that I teach, I want the kids to not only solve problems, but to tell me how they solved it and what they used to solve their problems.
We're seeing them debate and discuss. We're seeing them really stretch. We're seeing them go beyond worksheets or very teacher-oriented kinds of experiences to being put in the center of the learning experience.
Today they're learning how to analyze text for rhetorical strategies.
Right now we just read Protecting Freedom of Expression at Harvard by Derek Bach, and we just did a rhetorical analysis. We all had separate questions that we had to answer, and now Mr. Rouge is going to put them on the board and we all answer them.
The Common Core is setting the platform for success. You know, the decision to go to college should be one that's not made at the last minute. The foundation should be made there.
And also, when they go to work, many of the students will need the skills that the Common Core are asking us to teach our students.
I would tell a parent that we need Common Core so their children become critical thinkers.
The way that they're writing about what they're learning about, the way that they're actually structuring and being taught to actually structure some of their writing seems to me like it will be very important. It's a very important skill for the way that they're going to have to write when they get out in the real world.
What excites me the most is that as a parent of 2 children that still have to go through college, I might not have to pay for some remedial classes when they get to college.
That's one of the real issues, I think, as an urban community college president, is to bring the skill level up for these people coming knocking at our doors.
So instead of saying it shows you're dedicated and serious about your career, you could say it shows children are dedicated and serious about their career.
Yeah, that sounds better. If everyone understands the greater purpose that we want students to be productive citizens, we want them to compete globally for jobs, we want them to be able to pay off their college debt, I think that really creates a sense of urgency for us to all unite and really help students develop these increased proficiencies.
In fact, employers are looking for kids who have grit, determination, perseverance, who have worked hard, gotten good grades in tough subjects. And so ultimately the Common Core begins setting the stage for that.
When it's done, students will have mastered mathematics in a much better way with much more depth and understanding than they would have in the past, which will open up for them the opportunities for STEM careers. Science, technology, engineering, mathematics is where many of the new careers are going to be emerging over the next decades.
What I like about the Common Core is that it's common. You know, they have, if you're living here or Wisconsin or Ohio or Colorado, we're all doing the same thing.
It gives students an equal playing field.
It's made us a stronger learning community in the sense that teachers are working more together.
You know, every class was different. You know, now there's a consistency. I think with consistency comes confidence.
It's our objective at the Chamber of Commerce Foundation to make sure business survives using our kids in this state.
I would say to parents, they need to sign up to the Common Core. It's going to make their sons or daughters more successful in a shorter period of time and in the long term.
The biggest change is having such a focus for us as educators. For so many years, we've had our standards and we've used that in alignment with our curriculum, but now with the implementation of our Common Core standards, we've really had the ability to know exactly where our children need to be and use our own interest, our own teaching styles, our kids' needs, and develop lessons that can really tune into that.
You could see the light bulbs coming on when they're learning.
Basically, the kids honestly know a lot more than some of us think that they do.
I love when I hear teachers say, even I didn't think that they could do this. So when teachers have ventured to that place and challenged their students with learning opportunities that are rigorous and aligned to the standards, and their own kids surprise them, then that's really exciting.
You do to the bottom, you have to do to the top.
Beautiful. Good explanation.